everybody's coming.
Live. Hello, guys. Hello. We could not let May 19th go without wishing.
Everybody's talking about. I mean, like what I said just now. I mean, the birth certificate, the bump, everything is becoming a big issue. It's
Yeah,
getting louder and louder, is what I would say.
yeah, it is. I mean, oh my God. This is really, really bad. I mean, ah. I mean, I had to post something because I felt so bad, Pat. I mean, it's been 7 years and it's been 7 years of lies. Everything about this couple is about lies. Pat and I were thinking of doing like a live about 19 because they got married on the 19th, right? So
Hmm.
we were thinking, should we do 19 lies or the seven sins? And kind of
Right.
you know, giving kind of those vibes. Like I'm gonna share something with you guys here, but this is one of the pictures that she posted there. That one. Do you see that, Pat?
Hold on, not yet. Let me see. Okay, yes. Okay, hold on. What
You
am I
see there's
looking
that
at?
white stripe here?
Hold on, you got to show the original so I can get a Okay, now I see it. Oh, so I was like, what am I looking at? Okay, now I see it. Now I see it. Face. Did you run that through a program? Did you run it
No, no,
through?
no. I just enlarged it. That's it. All you have to do is enlarge it, and you define it a little bit at the high definition. A little bit of high. You don't need much because it's such a big contrast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. It really is. Hello, Renee. Thank you so much for your super sticker.
And I mean, and
And
then guys, thanks for the super sticker, guys. Pat, you stay on top of it.
and
Iris,
Anika, welcome to being
Akita
a new
lover,
member on Paula's channel.
thank you,
Yes.
thank you. And I'm gonna show you how we have to share this, guys. Look, I mean, she went through so much hardship putting that fake mood board together.
That
I
was just
mean,
so extra, wasn't it?
Pat, I mean, guys, I am not even that great at photo. I don't even know how to edit. Like for me, like I do thumbnails, but then I'm kind of getting the hang of it on Canvas, but it's pretty much there. But for Megan to have gone and chosen two pictures to make herself look in love
Mhm.
with Harry, and as though it's a new picture of them, there's something twisted there, Pat.
There's something very twisted, especially when you can see the photoshopping. Like there's clear evidence of the photoshopping. Now, I know we've talked about a few. I'm gonna talk about some on my channel tomorrow. But what are the ones that you wanted to highlight for this live? Because there's a few.
The entire thing. Pretty much the only things that are real are the ones from the royal family, I think. Because the one with the kids where Harry's hugging a kid, I mean, that kid,
That looks very fake. Yeah.
ay, Pat,
I mean, like what is she doing?
because they are not together. And then the picture that she posted with her black and white, obviously showing her face. Okay, let me show you this, guys. You've seen this picture here.
I'm
That's
just doing
the
some.
Royal Court in New Zealand. That's the salute they do. They say hi with their noses, right?
Yes, right.
Okay. So city sorry, city's smelling me. See?
Let me see.
She's right
Hold
behind
on.
that.
Hold on 1 second. I can't for some reason see you.
No, what do you mean you can't see me?
Hold
It is
on.
her.
Okay, now I can see. Okay, now I can see. Okay,
There she
yes.
is. And she's poking me with her nose. And now, guys, I'm going to share the other picture with. This is the one with Meghan Markle, because I mean, can you imagine doing this, guys, and showing that picture? I mean, even the earrings, and the thing is, because she put it in that board, then therefore it looks from afar, right? But you
Mhm.
the same earrings. It's them. You know what I mean? And they were at this but what she did with it, it's very, very, it's just my humble opinion, because for you to do that and try to pass it on as it is a current picture, that
Hmm.
to me indicates that there are serious issues with the marriage.
With the
But
marriage, yes,
that's
exactly.
just me. What do you think, Pat?
Absolutely. It gives validation to all is not well if you have to fake a photo that you could easily just take. Why go through the effort of photoshopping an intimate photo of you with your spouse if you're still with your spouse?
But
Now,
one of the things I'd like to know, what is the difference between photoshopping and editing? Because this was a completely edited picture. This picture
well,
is not real. It literally because photoshopping, I think you enhance, but
Well,
but
Photoshop, you take a photo and you kind of change things in the photo to be different than what is actually in the photo. This is a completely generated photo of two separate events or two separate photos that were joined together.
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess,
This
but
is this is the one that she did, and I'm gonna show you guys the one that I did
okay.
because
First,
well,
thank
as soon
you
as I
to
saw, oh, we
Nancy
got.
Copeland for your super sticker for Paula. Thank
Oh,
you. And
thank
for
you, and thank
Koi's
you too.
neurotypical for
Well,
your super sticker. I hope
I
I said
really,
that right.
I,
Koi's
I think I'm gonna need
K Ois
need this
neurotypical.
mosquito.
It's
He's so needy, Pat.
oh yeah, that's how
So
they are.
needy.
But this is
Doesn't
so
let me
this
sleep.
photo, Paula, when you got this photo,
Mm-hmm.
did you remember seeing this from the actual
Oh,
trip?
immediately, yeah, I immediately. It was in,
You recognized the photo from this event.
yeah, yeah, immediately. It was immediate. I mean, there's some pictures that you can tell that are absolutely photoshopped. Like and they're talking that it was. She said that it's Jake Rosenberg who took it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you. This is one. I'm gonna show you the one I did, and the one that Meghan Markle.
Yes, okay.
The reason why the one that she has is the one on top because it's so from far away that it's almost blurry.
Mhm.
Because let's not forget this comes from her mood board, right? So and
Mhm.
it's far away. So when we enhance it, it looks very blurry. But it's the same earrings. It's the same picture. It's absolutely. I mean, this is the one I did. It didn't take me long, guys.
And that's the one
You
from the
can tell
mood
here.
board.
This is the one that she did. You can
Yes,
see
ma'am.
here the partition. There's
Mhm.
a partition. Because in the other pictures that they have that I've shown you, these ones here, you can see very clearly, like how the face is and
Mhm.
everything, naturally joined and everything. But the forehead in Harry and Meghan's is just terrible.
Yeah, it's the deception goes really deep with Megan and what she's doing. Like a lot of things that she's doing are just you why would you even do these kind of things if something wasn't seriously wrong? Psychologically or just in general with your circumstances, something is amiss.
Well, yeah, but also, Pat, and I want to show you something. I'm gonna send it to myself, and because this is how technically challenged I am. So it's like I'm gonna show you guys the mood board that it is here because it's
Oh,
here.
look, hold on. Honesty and truth. Thank you for your super sticker. She says,
Thank
sick and
you.
a Brits being made a fool of enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's unfortunate. I mean, yeah, it's
It
a
is an
lot.
embarrassment, but you see, it's an embarrassment for the royal family,
It
Pat.
really is. It's Megan making a mockery out of the status that she has. Because who does stuff like this when you're from, especially when you're from or married into the royal family?
Okay, this is the picture, Pat. We're going through the pictures here that you guys are seeing here, right?
Yeah.
Can you guys see the board?
Yep. We can see it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see if I can enlarge it so I can show you at least four of these that are completely off the hook. And I think that this woman, something is seriously mentally ill with this woman
Yeah.
because it doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna share it to you guys. And I think that I kid you not, guys. At this point in time, I think there's something seriously wrong with this woman. Okay. Here we have. Okay. Shit. Okay. This one here. The what you might call it?
That I need, yes. Can I just mention something with that?
Yes, please
The
do.
ultrasound. Okay, first of all, she clearly cut off the top of the ultrasound that shows the name of the mother and the date, how many months. Like there's a lot of information that appears in this ultrasound. And what I find very interesting as well is when you Google like ultrasounds on like a web, like in Google, you always get that exact same profile. It's like they're all of that. Like there's so many views of an ultrasound child. I find it ironic that it's the exact same pose as a lot of other ultrasound. And
Yeah,
also it's 2D. Where is the 3D? 3D is more
yeah,
common nowadays. You don't usually
yeah.
see two, like my son who was born in
Oh,
98,
yeah. That's like Henrik.
you see 2D, but babies that have been born like year like 2000, I think maybe even 2000 and up to now, it's
Mhm.
usually it's a 3D or a 4D picture, but you know, you can still probably get the 2D if you want. But I'm
But
just saying it's
nobody
weird.
wants it to be nowadays
Yeah, why
because
would you want a
it's almost like
2D?
seeing the kid, like you
Yeah, you can
want
see
it.
more of a child at 3D or 4D, and perhaps maybe, you know, for her, that was too much detail. I don't know why, but I don't know why she would even show this picture. If you're
Yeah,
so
because
secretive of your
she puts
children.
it because she knows we've been called because this coming out right after we did that video about Lilybeth,
Yeah,
about the birth
there's
certificate.
yes, which I said Dan is talking about too on his with
Oh,
ladies. Yeah, they're every it's starting to get louder and louder because there's a lot of
yeah,
discrepancies. And I think also the monarch or the king, the future king, William, has made it known that there are going to be some changes. At least that's what's being said that I'm hearing louder and louder about, the titles and, there's
yeah,
problems here.
yeah. And this is the thing. This is the picture here. You see this picture? You can see the earrings, right? Those
Yes.
are exactly the same earrings she was wearing in New Zealand. And you can see here it's Photoshop. You can see here how natural it is because you would see like a natural union. This is why she's cut it like that because she tried to pair. And by the way, her face is almost as big as Harry's.
Right. Yeah. Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yep, her
And
face is the
here
same size. Yeah.
she's claiming that this is a picture of her with Harry. So she's almost as tall as Harry.
Mhm. Mhm.
And we've seen her. I mean, I'll show you guys because I did a post, right? Now this is supposed to be 2022. This is supposed to be Archie and Lily, right?
Mhm.
This is a blonde little girl and a dark brown hair boy.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
because you're going to post things that I haven't looked at as closely, so I'm gonna let you speak about those. That
But
one I hadn't looked at.
this one, Pat,
Now that one
this
I
is
did look
supposed
at.
to be
Yes.
this child.
Mhm.
This dark looking skin kid is supposed to be, oh no, sorry, Archie. This is supposed to be 2019, Archie.
Yeah.
And we saw that art. Look how dark that kid is.
Yeah.
This is heavily photoshopped. I'm sorry, this
That
doesn't even
doesn't
look
look
like
like
Harry
Harry. That does not
at
even look
all.
like him.
No, that is not Harry. I actually ran it through a thing. That is not Harry at all. Like his face, everything. That's not even Harry. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, this, we know for a fact this is fake. This one right here is absolutely fake. We know this is true. This is true. They were in London. This, I don't know about these. This one here, I have a bombshell with this picture. I have a huge bombshell with this picture with her in the blue dress.
What's that?
Ah, you'll see that dress with that Meghan pose, but with another man.
Interesting. Do you have the photo?
I do, and I will send it to you so you can do a video on it too.
Oh, I thought you were going to show it here.
No, no, no. I'm gonna do a video because I'm gonna debunk pretty much every. This is it. This is in when they were still in London. This is Meghan with the two whoever children they are. This we know that I don't know when she took this one. I don't know. I don't care. But these are all very like this is Colombia clearly. This is supposed to be 2025 when they were I don't know where they're claiming that's in Mexico or whatever
Mm-hmm.
because they're still trying to double down on the lie. Pat,
Yeah.
you called the hotel where they stay, and they
Mm-hmm.
told you that they only had casitas available, that the villas were shut down.
That's right. They did.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and exactly the same thing they told me. So we know that this is a real picture. She has a picture almost like this, but with Marcus Anderson, which I will show you tomorrow, and the video we'll do tomorrow. This is supposed to be in Norway when she went there with Harry. I'm assuming that's correct, but let's not forget that she went to Iceland too
Mm-hmm.
with what's his name? Trevor. No,
With Corey.
Trevor Corey Vitiello.
Mm-hmm.
This picture is absolutely fake. This is absolutely
I'm sorry.
fake.
Which one are you saying is fake? I didn't see your
This
cursor.
one, this one is absolutely 100% edited.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Which one are you pointing to? Describe the picture you're talking
the
about.
here, can't you see the one that I'm
I
talking?
can't
It's
see your cursor. I'm trying to.
here.
Okay, there it is. There's your cursor. Oh, that one. Yes, that one's fake. Yes.
This one is fake.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the moon, but she tried to make it as dark as possible. But all
Yeah.
you have to do, Pat, is zoom in, crop, and give it a little bit of exposure, and this white stripe comes out.
Yeah. You see it clearly across the side of the
Oh yeah,
belly.
you don't have to even manipulate it very much. This is why she kept that one very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Yeah.
would you take a picture that dark?
Yeah. Why would you even post a picture that dark, knowing that you can't hardly see it? What like
Exactly.
you so let's this is the thing, and I know most recently. And while we've been talking about that, Megan's the kind of person who would show her belly. She would definitely do that. And I think she thinks that picture is going to also make all the noise die down around wanting to know that Megan gave birth. I think she thinks that's going to quiet people up a little bit. No, sorry, it's not, because it doesn't. See, part of the problem is you have not been consistent. Why are you even, first of all, showing these pictures? They're very intimate pictures, but at the same time, you want to hide your children. You want to not be as transparent. You want your privacy, but yet you're showing these things. That shows me that you are trying to answer to a lot of the noise that you hear in social media, to give people uh, the idea that you are being upfront about things. This is supposed to dispel a lot of the things that are being said out there on social media, but at the same time, it's not consistent with what you're saying about your personal brand. For example, it would be a lot different if they were as transparent as the whales. Okay, you see their children when they post out something, when they do things. Okay, you see their children when they go to events. You see Catherine post pictures of her children that she takes, and they just get on with it and do the work. But with Meghan and Harry, it's, oh, we want our privacy. Oh, we can't see the children. We're hiding the children. Oh, but look at my children and my baby bump, and look at my children, when they're really little babies on Netflix, when we've got money to show the children. Like, there's no clear defining message about your who you are and what you are trying to show for your branding. You're everywhere with everything. It doesn't make sense. It's too discombobulated. The messaging is completely whack. And that tells me that you are just trying to show things here and there. You don't know what direction you're trying to go in terms of what you want to do, what you won't do, what Harry will allow you to do, what he won't allow you to do. Oh, you're trying to also make a lot of money by keeping the children secretive so that when you do show the children, you can make a lot of money. Like, you are clearly not aligned in purpose, and you are everywhere with your messaging, is what it tells me.
Pat, do you remember that you were asking me to show you the picture
Yes,
of the pregnancy? That this on this side, on the one that you can see darker, that's an ad for fake pregnancies.
that's an
So
ad for
I did a
fake
video.
pregnancy.
You literally superimpose that picture there, and it's Megan's.
Interesting.
And her legs
Really?
are so skinny. You know, her ankles, guys. We all know at that time. You sweat.
Paula.
What?
Yeah, I'm
Your
seeing what you're doing.
your ankles
Where you
swell.
circled
Your
it.
ankles swell. Yes, your ankles. You know, because she has a picture of this on. You know that they released this from Harry and Meghan. Her legs are so skinny, guys. And this is, and I mean, she can barely walk. It is medically impossible. You start, you know, your ankles, even if you don't have preeclampsia. And this is a woman who allegedly had preeclampsia, postpartum preeclampsia, and they intimated that it was at Archie's because you know we heard her talk with this other woman, where she says, and then you went to the public, you know, and did this public events, and you suffer in private.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you. Watch me tinker. Yeah, yeah.
So this is the remember that you were asking me? Where's that picture? This is an ad for women to show for fake pregnancies, and
Okay.
they show you how they even have like per month. They even
They
have
have it by
some
the
with
month.
stretch marks. You know that they
Mm-hmm.
have some with stretch marks and even protruded belly buttons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this is why, guys. This is why this woman did that. This is, you know, like this is why she's doing that board like that, because she doesn't want to really, if you're going to show the belly, this is because she knows the pregnancy. We're questioning everything about her.
Yeah, we're
So why
questioning everything.
purposely put and this is the thing. She seems stuck in 1990. I mean, Henrik was born in 2001. She seems to stuck in early 2000s because even Henrik's was nicer than this one.
Yeah, that's a very old ultrasound. Well, I don't even know why you would have that 2D photo. That's a 2D photo.
And this is not
Ultrasound.
hairy, guys. When Pat, I am going to, I'm gonna run it through the software that Ron sent me, and you basically really clarifies the picture, right? And you're
Mhm.
gonna see that that's not hairy. We
Okay.
know that this picture in the middle here is not that. It didn't happen. This is both of them in New Zealand greeting other people, because how do you greet people?
So can I make another point about that photo
Yes,
that I
yes, yes.
just saw? So let's go back to it. Okay. So you since you can clearly see what she's wearing in that photo, right?
And the earrings are very important.
Yes, that photo would have seemed more realistic had it been in the actual um, town somewhere where they were together, where she was wearing that. Why are you showing something that you were wearing clearly in New Zealand in a black background? That's not like like a portrait that you took where you guys were together. That was at an event. That was at a moment where you were in New Zealand. You would think the photo would have been, if they were really kissing or doing that Eskimo kiss like that, you would have
Mhm.
been in the environment of where you were wearing that actual dress. You would not show up in that exact same dress in earrings as a private portrait moment. You see what I'm saying?
No, but it's just that when you see the 2 pictures, Pat, and I kid you not,
It
you will
yeah,
see that
it
that's
does look
them.
yeah, it aligns. I mean, I looked at it very closely. That is the exact same photo of them kissing the Eskimo kiss to other people. That is not them together doing that.
No. And this is not Harry, guys. I don't know where she got that picture, but that's not Harry, and she is wearing
That
that
looked like
strong.
a impersonator. That looks like a
Yes, it
hairy
does, it is.
impersonator.
But this picture in blue, oh my god, I just can't wait. I'll send it to you, Pat, okay? And
Yeah.
of course, she covers this thing where she's supposed, I don't know, she's supposed to doing I don't know what, you know. But of course, this is when they got married. We know this is true.
Mhm.
Because she has a lot of pictures like these with Marcus. This one, I can't wait for this one tomorrow. This is supposed to be in Norway, because they, you know, the woman whose passport was taken away.
Mhm.
Remember, she couldn't travel anywhere. Yes, she was traveling everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. And then also, who prints out all these different pictures and puts them on a physical board? Like, unless that is is that like a digital mood board?
I have
I
no
mean,
clue.
I think those are printed
Pretty
out
good. I
photos.
This woman, she's insane. She's certifiable. This is
Yeah.
supposed to be Meghan Markle with them. One of the ones that they just posted. So look how tall Meghan Markle is. She's supposed to be barefoot there.
Yeah, because you're not wearing heels in grass like that. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no. She's supposed to be barefoot, right?
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, like, look at this white line here with Harry, and
Yeah.
look at the neck. How the sweater or whatever that is, his neck is like 3 or 4 inches away.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's with his back to her because, of course, she has to feature in white. And if she paints her face any darker, that should be considered cultural appropriation.
Yeah, she's definitely looking darker there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in Harry's, like Harry, he's absolutely Photoshop. Because you know why, and you know why she tagged Jake Rosenberg, because she knows that she spent the whole weekend there with Jake Rosenberg, and the kiddies were not there on Easter. And this
Yeah.
is the photo pad. All you have to do is you zoom in.
Mhm.
You don't even have to do anything else, and just give it a little bit of light exposure. That's it.
Yeah.
Like make it lighter, and
Yeah.
immediately the strap comes on.
Look, Megan, if you want to show us a bare baby bump, go all in, girl, and just show it. Don't try to kind of show it in the darkness with shadows.
Oh no, and she's wearing a hat, by the way.
She's wearing a hat.
Yeah, this is the hat she's wearing.
Oh, I don't know if I see the hat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is a hat she's wearing. When I'll send you the picture and you enlarge her, she's wearing a hat and her
Okay.
face is covered. And this is
Interesting.
like, look how skinny her arms are. At that stage, guys, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
Mm, mm, mm.
Like, I'm going to show you something, guys. So you will see, Pat, that the pictures that she posted, these were with that she posted on what you call it on. This is the picture that I'm talking about, guys. Okay, okay. Let me show you, Pat. Here, so you'll see how skinny her legs are, her
Mm,
ankles.
mhm.
That's a picture that remember the other one that I showed you? That you
Mhm.
when you superimpose it, it's
Yeah.
literally, she didn't even make a change.
It looks yeah, it looked very, very similar. It did.
No, but look at her legs, how slim are. And it gets worse because she's walking here. Look.
That is woman, what in the world? I
Look
mean, are you
so
serious
swelly.
for real, Maggie? You gonna try to have your belly look that big? That don't even look right. That don't look. First of all, how tall is this woman?
She's 5'3".
Okay, you 5'3". You look like you got a belly the size of a woman that's 6'1". That's probably 170 pounds before pregnant. Like that belly is too big for your frame. I'm sorry, it just is. I mean, when I was first pregnant, I remember seeing women who were small and their bellies did not look as big as mine. And I started to think, yeah, their frame, your the size of your baby bump is definitely in it's in what's the word where it's in context to your body frame. That just looks way out of that does not even look real.
No, and you know what the funny thing is? This is supposed to be before she gives birth. And we all know this. Okay, my son was born a month before because I had complications. So Henrik was born on the 8th month, not the 9th month. But she's supposed to be carrying. She carried the girl who was born in Colorado, um, um, to term. When
Mhm.
the baby's getting ready to come, the belly goes low. But if you
It
look at her belly, it's really high
It's
up. It's a
really
balloon.
high. Now wait a minute. This now I have an old wives' tale. Is this supposed to be Archie? This
No,
was
this is
in
Lily. This is Lily.
Lily. Okay. In general, girls they say do carry higher, but when you're that far along, you're not
No,
that
the
high.
weight of the baby, just the weight of the
Yeah,
baby is
it goes
just
down.
goes down.
Mhm.
This is why your belly starts to go down. It weighs down.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just you can't stay up. It's just gravity, Pat. And
Yeah.
it's the weight of it all.
Yeah.
And then her belly changes depending on when or where you see it. Because another you see her with if you look at it here, it's different type of belly.
Now this was in the UK.
Yeah, this is in the UK because you can see the heater here.
Mhm. Yep. That's the UK. And both of your
And
mm.
in both of them, she's of course, with her legs never gain weight. And she was able to squat all the way down at an 8 month
Mhm.
pregnant without opening her legs. And by the way, guys, nobody's saying that you can't squat, but you have to make room for the belly, so you have to open your legs.
Mhm. When
It's
you squat
physically
down.
impossible, to do that. I was
Mhm.
playing volleyball and I was huge, but it's it's like this woman, she does watch what we say, and because she knows that the thing of the childbirth and everything, and everybody's really going hard now questioning on it.
Mhm.
She posted a picture of her wearing a hat with a fake belly in the dark.
Yep. Yep. So Megan clearly is trying to say something without really saying anything. She's trying to
Well,
show
I
stop
don't
all
want to
the
see that.
noise
I
around
don't
the
want to see that.
baby.
I don't want to see that. I
Yeah.
want the doctors. I want the name of the doctors that delivered the child,
Mhm.
and like, you know what I mean, Pat? Just
Yeah.
like Princess Catherine and everybody else has done,
Yeah.
because we, the public, aren't. And to me, they should change the Succession Act and say that for the children to be included in the line of succession, all these details have to be made public,
They
or they
have to
won't
be.
be included
Exactly. I
because.
think that's what that's what William should do because I believe he is going to strip them of their titles when he comes king. But I think there should be certain things written into the law of parliament, you
Like it was
know,
before, up
like
until
it was before. We
1948.
exactly. We have your child. We got to see the signatures of the doctors. We have to have verified information about like the birth. Like the doctors can sign it, but still there needs to be a witness. Like like who's watching
Yeah.
this baby be born?
Look, I want to show this because these are the three children from Princess Catherine. Two of them are doctors from the Queen, right? And then they put the entire, if you go to the Royal Gazette, they thank the entire medical staff from nurses, everybody with names, first and last names, and their positions and the job of what they did.
Hmm.
And it's in the Royal Gazette. And the
And
other one is Meghan.
yeah. Now we don't need know anything. We don't even know the names of I mean, let alone no signature. There's not even a name.
Well, Pat, and the account that Harry gave of that birth, we know that's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's the only way you can describe it, is bullshit.
Yeah, he is.
It is absolute bullshit. I mean, how else can we call it? I mean, can you call it any other? Okay, fantasy land. Okay, I'm gonna be nice, Pat.
Okay. Harry,
Oh
he
yeah,
probably
he's gonna be allowed by at the Portland Hospital to inhale a whole canister of gas.
of laughing gas and yeah, I mean, it just doesn't even make sense at this point. It's almost like where are the people that are supposed to rule and govern over the lies and the perpetrate like where
That's
is the
Parliament. That is
and
Parliament.
and that's the thing. Why is this information not being taken seriously? Why is this even allowed to be
I
so
have no idea.
blatantly
I sent
misrepresented?
you. I sent you the interview, guys. By the way, I interviewed Norman Baker, and former MP. I'm gonna show that soon. And I asked him because not only was he a member of parliament, he was a member of the Privy Council. Do you know that's basically the council that advises the Queen? He was on a daily almost basis talking to the Queen. He saw
Mhm,
documents, and I asked him point blank, why is, and you watched the interview because I sent things to Pat.
mhm,
So you watch an interview and say, why doesn't Parliament? He says, Parliament absolutely has the power to do that. They don't
yeah,
need to wait for the king or to consent because it's a constitutional monarchy, but they had given Charles too much power. And before with the Queen, they never really had a need to change anything because the Queen was very righteous in a way. She did
Right.
what was right. She
Mhm.
listened to the government. Like, and one of the things when he was talking about how one of the prime ministers unlawfully dissolved parliament, and the queen had to go along with it because constitutionally there's nothing that she could do. She had to advise. No, because it's a constitutional monarchy, she had to listen to the prime minister, right? So she went along with it. And Norman
Mhm.
Baker was really angry, said, because he embarrassed our queen, because then he was sued, and of course he lost, and he made the queen look bad.
Mhm. Yeah. So I think the late queen, I think, was in a position. She evolved. She did things the right way in terms of listening to the people. I think even Prince Philip's problem with Charles, he just seemed a little not as like proactive. Go get him more hands on around things. I think he doesn't want any problems or issues. He just wants to just let things. I mean, that's my interpretation. I don't know if you feel the same way, but it just seems like it's not the same as it was with the late queen, you
No,
know?
it isn't. It isn't. That look, I'm a follower of Touré Bakahai, and he's like, last month, dumb Prince Harry said unambiguously, the easiest thing to say is keep your kids away from social media. Today, Markle, his desperate housewife, posted more highly personal images of named kids on social media. Are these hypocritical clowns right in the head?
Where are you reading from, Paula?
It's Tor. I follow him.
Oh, okay, yes, yes, that he's all got really good
Hypocrite,
tweets
blah,
where
blah, blah,
yeah.
mystify.
Yeah, exactly. And it really is. It's like I was saying before, like they're all over the place with everything. And I just don't understand why you would even post some of this. Just but once she wants to stay relevant, she wants to stay in the news. She wants people talking. But I think around all of this, people are going to discover a lot of things that she probably would not want people to know about. But I think that's because she's being careless. And in that photo, once again, with the big belly, yeah, you clearly can see something when you contrast the photo, you can see a clear strap
Yep.
on that picture.
Yep.
That's unexplainable.
I had a post because some people were leaving really excellent comments in a post that I put. And I think, let me see, I think it was, no, that's not one because they had here. I think it's this one. Let me
Thank you,
show you.
Cheryl Weber, for your super sticker. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm unable to see them.
And Nancy
Oh,
Copeland.
this is since she's oh shit. This is the girl I was since she's always a different shade. Do you think she knows that every time she takes the sneaky BI white pictures to edit, of course she looks darker? That maybe when she gets to look black and white, and look at this.
I'm looking
It's
at the birth certificates right now. What are you showing? Or what are you looking at?
like, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the birth certificates.
Oh shit, sorry. I was trying to. You see, thank you, Pat. I was looking,
Mhm.
so showing my ex. I thought I was on X showing. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So here we have like this is the post. So we have Prince Harry
Mhm.
showing his back and not holding her because she wants to be the center of attention of because it's easier to Photoshop him like that.
Mhm.
Because you can see a clear here divide here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, you can see the
Look at
line.
this line here. I mean, and then people are just going nuts with this thing. It's like, and then they
Yeah.
were talking about how she should. I love. I think him over. I think that was Jake Rosenberg. That wasn't Harry. You know.
Mhm.
So people are just going. It appears these are just the result of poor imaging abilities and not manipulations of the figures. Ah, like
Mm.
what the hell is she wearing? And then I posted another one where I said that and I'm laughing now. We're supposed to believe that Meghan Markle is this tall, and then there's so much wrong with this picture. I'm not even going to bother with it, And it's like I'm still surprised she posted a picture of herself in a hospital gown.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
here's the thing. Yeah, I'm trying to understand. If this is your 7-year anniversary, why and there's nothing said with I mean, it could have been very
there we go.
basic.
Look how tall Megan is. with no heels to Harry.
Right. Yep.
This is where she's at, guys. This is her head. This is what they had. This is the height of the hat. So
Her
she's
the
actually
height of her head goes to his shoulder.
not even.
And go back
This
to
is the,
the other picture. Yeah.
this is the tip. This is the. You remember she had a heavy hat, so the hat is tall. So
Mhm.
she is from here to here, and he's leaning down. So if he were to
Mhm.
stand up, she's a short runt, guys. Make no mistake about that. You know, like. But here,
Yeah, that's the that is
you know what it reminded me of. And this is, you know what?
Megan, girl, what are
Calm
you
down.
doing? Do you
Let me
think your
tell you.
life is in Photoshop? Do you think your reality is actually in the photo? Are we supposed to look at the photo and be like, that's the reality?
I am
No.
laughing so hard, Pat. You know,
What
it's
in the
laughing
world is
so
wrong with you,
hard.
woman?
It's not even funny. No, she's supposed to be barefoot. She's supposed to be barefoot. She always walks barefoot everywhere. And
And
they're
first of
in
all,
the
who
grass,
wears
you know?
heels in the grass?
Yeah, no.
Who's wearing high heels in the grass? I'm sorry. That don't even make sense.
Then we have marrying phrases there. The grass, yes, the grass is level because they show the pictures where they are and the grass is level. But even then, that would mean that Megan would have to be mounted on something to be that steep. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Uh-uh.
No, you're not that. No. Sorry,
No.
that photo does not even. I mean, even Harry looks a little awkward the way
You know what it
he's
reminds
looking.
me of? That picture of the time 100 when Harry was behind her, like a hairdresser.
Mhm. Oh
I wonder
yeah.
if they shrunk him on purpose.
Interesting.
Because in this picture, I think they shrunk him
Mhm.
if it's him. But there is some sort of disconnect, you know, like I'm sorry, but there is some disconnect there. Like, look at this. I'll show it because look how even for the person who's saying that there's a uneven. It's a very mild
Yep.
uh whatever it is. Not for Megan because Megan's head should be around here.
And first of all, look at the size of Harry's head. Harry's body looks even proportionately smaller
Yep.
than Megan's. Look at the proportions of Harry.
And she's wearing white because she embodies purity. This woman
That
has
is that
done so much
woman, girl, you getting the side
masturbation.
eye real hard today on these photos. Like I'm getting ready. I'm just looking at you so hard with the side eye. I don't know what else to say. Make it come on now, girl.
You know what? And you know what, Pat? We got to say that we were both right with the Victoria Beckham thing because remember how we all went and everybody was saying, oh, how terrible Brooklyn Beckham and everything. Guys, go
Hmm.
watch both our videos because we told you guys that something was not right.
Yeah.
Right. And even Pat, you went on Dan Wooden and you said that you didn't quite believe it. And you
Yeah.
were right
Hmm.
because it didn't. I mean, even did you know that David Beckham was today at the Chelsea Flower Place and he greeted King Charles?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yes, he was. He was, and he looked very lovely. Let me see. I
Interesting.
think let me see if I can find it here because it's Chelsea Flower, and then we have David Beckham, and he was there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
with and here I have it here. I'm just going to show it to you guys so you guys can see it. So yeah. Oh, I'm not showing anything. Wait, sorry about that, guys. There, see, that's in there.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
that's a picture. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think Maggie is the Beckham's guys. You know, Victoria, for some people, Meghan Markle went from saying that they had hosted, and it was Katie Hine, that very same lady, right? That met with
Mm-hmm.
her at the pub
Oh
in
yeah, that's the
2013 when
same
Meghan
one.
Markle was husband hunting.
Yep, that's
She
right.
said,
She was the one, same one that did the article. Yep.
she said that a very close source was absolute said that Meghan Markle the week before, and this was said on May 14th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had Brooklyn and Nicola over at the intimate dinner at her Montecito mansion. They had invited them and they had bonded over their toxic families. This is a day after Princess Catherine rocked that suit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then Vicky, our Spice Girl, Meghan messed with the wrong spice.
That's
It's too
right.
spicy for this woman. I mean, Victoria Beckham let it slide that when Meghan falsely accused her of leaking crap that wasn't true, the leaky ship is Meghan Markle.
Yep.
Meghan Markle has leaky diarrhea when it comes to the press. This woman can't even control herself.
She's doing some things.
Yeah, yeah. And then
Mm-hmm.
so Victoria let it slide. Okay. But when it comes to her son, she's not going to have her son associated to Meghan Markle
Right.
and put in the same, for her, it's the same moral when it comes to family, whether the Beckhams have issues as a couple, it's separate. But we're talking that they're very united as a family, with the entire family. So
Right.
she's not going to have, because Brooklyn was very unhappy. We saw Brooklyn on the David Cohen thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you guys, where Megan got that elevated thing, guys?
You
Do
know
you know
how when she says
she's
taking things and
elevated?
elevating it and putting sprinkles on it elevates it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're gonna show you where she got it. Well, I actually go to my video and watch it, or go to Pat's, because Pat, did you
oh,
put it there?
I didn't put it in my
Oh, you
video.
didn't put it in yours.
No, I didn't put it in my video because I was going to. I remember I'd already done mine. It was too late to put it in there.
Okay,
So
let me just show you something here, because this is Victoria Beckham doing for Vogue. This is 6 years ago, guys. This is
mm,
Victoria Beckham, and she's with that guy Edward Enningful, the guy that Megan now has ghosted.
yep, and they don't even get along anymore. Like
No,
he's
they
doesn't
don't.
want
Like,
nothing to do with her.
yeah, but listen to this, because this is really funny. And she makes fun of herself. This is the great thing.
Hmm.
Please keep in mind. Thank you, Catherine Scully, for giving Pat that super sticker. That was
Well,
kick
thank
ass.
you, Catherine Schooley.
Yeah. We're going to show you this. Keep in mind that she's making fun of it. And some of you will recognize that when she's talking, those are the lyrics of her songs, actually. Other songs. And
Oh yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's going to be
Yeah,
funny. Just a
yeah.
little bit so you guys can get a hint of it. Okay. Hmm.
Okay, standing by, Victoria, coming to sit. Stand quiet, guys, please, let's make sure both doors are shut.
Sorry, why are we here today? What are we doing?
We're here today on the set of British Vogue to celebrate 10 years of Victoria Beckham.
We've put together looks from the last 10 years from the Victoria Beckham brand. I think it's evolved, it's modern, it's minimal, it's stylish. We've got all these pochettes. I think.
Do you know what she's bringing?
I don't know exactly what she's bringing now.
I'm sure whatever Victoria brings is really going to add another layer to the images. Because she just has this way of really elevating things.
Victoria, do you want to tell us what we're doing today?
Today we're here at Vogue and we are shooting a cover story celebrating the rich and inspiring history of one of the most enduring style icons of all time, me, Victoria Beckham. I'm going to at least give my idea a shot. Spice up your life, Edward. Just spice up your life.
I think it's great that
It's really funny. She makes fun of herself. If you watch, it's not that long. It's in my video, guys. I kind of showed a little bit, but this is where she says Victoria elevates things.
Yeah, she elevates things. So clearly, I think Megan is she finds
She's a scam.
ideas.
She's
Yeah,
a scam.
she
She steals
does a
other
lot of
people's
copying of
ideas.
things.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
she's terrible. But we just wanted to come and do this, and please go watch her videos. We just wanted to say 7 years of nightmare to you, Harry. You chose this woman.
You chose her, and now you got to deal with her. You got to get first of all, Harry. You need to just really toughen up and make some really concrete
I mean,
decisions.
grow up there.
Yeah, grow a
He
pair,
has to
do
find them.
something.
Maybe that's what he was doing when he was roaming the streets of London, ringing the
Yeah,
doorbell, looking
that's
for calls, you know?
exactly. And you know what? I was thinking when they went to the James Taylor, I want to say Ingram all the time. James
Mhm.
Taylor. I
I
feel
don't even
like
know who that guy is, you know?
who Ingram or
No,
Taylor?
Taylor.
Oh my goodness, James Taylor, he is like the best musician when it comes like easy listening music.
Oh,
It's
that's
just
probably why,
I'm
'cause
sure
I
you
was
know some
into
of
heavy
his
rock. I listened
songs.
to heavy rock when I was
Whenever
growing
I
up.
see your smiling face, 'cause I love you.
Ozzy Osbourne,
Were you
Aerosmith.
like a hard rock kind of a girl?
Well, when I was growing up, yeah. Yeah, like I was into the Cult, Ozzy Osbourne, Van Halen,
Okay, yeah, so
yeah,
you really wouldn't know
Aerosmith,
James Taylor because
Kiss,
that's really
AC/DC.
not
That was well, no, I like Madonna too. I like the Bangles.
Yeah, but he's more easy listening. He's
Mm,
very, like, pop easy, like
Air Supply.
Air Supply okay,
I've
yeah,
met
you
Air
definitely had
Supply.
a different style of music.
No, I
Yeah,
like every music, but I just haven't heard of him. But yeah, so guys, go watch your videos about Victoria Beckham because there's a reason why Meghan Markle went from I hosted them in a private dinner and we bonded over our toxic families
yep.
to actually no, we hosted a group of people, but Brooklyn and Nicola, the daughter of a billionaire who has more class in her little dirt pinky toe than Meghan Markle, crashed their party to the third version. Well, actually, it was the Robins who had a thing, and they sent a private plane to fly us for 1 kilometer because 1.3 kilometers, because their villa in Montecito is almost 1.3 kilometers down the road. So they sent a private plane to get them to get there, and then there were.
I mean,
And
yeah, what kind of person does that? Like, really, this is unbelievable how this story just changed over the course of not even a week.
no, in 3 days. Boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom. First
yeah.
letter when the story came out, Brooklyn called his mom. I had nothing to do with Meghan Markle, especially because David Beckham. Well, I don't know if I should tell because you have to go watch what David Beckham is doing. But I can
Mhm,
tell you that according to some very reliable sources, well, this is for reals, guys. David Beckham is doing a documentary about Victoria, a series, because it was so successful, the one about him. And I'm
mhm,
pretty sure that the ones about Victoria, because she's really funny. Uh,
mhm.
and apparently, they've gotten permission from the king and the royal highnesses, the prince and princess of Wales, to show themselves in clips of. It's not like they're participating, but in certain events
Just
that they
random
went,
clips.
which
Yeah.
is gonna make our little skank seethe. I can see
She's
that
gonna
that house is
just
gonna break down.
be seething from that. But yes, we'll be talking more, at least both of us on our channels will be talking more about the photos we saw today of this mood board Megan did. Definitely going to be going over some other pictures and just really looking at the photos.
Somebody said that James Taylor is yacht music. Is that why probably
What's
Megan knows?
yacht music? What's that?
Yachting. You know when you
Huh?
go to a yacht?
Oh, yacht music.
Yeah. Maybe she recognizes the song.
Okay.
But anyways, thank
Yes.
you guys because Pat has to go. Thank
I
you.
have
Please
a
go watch
meeting to
her
go to,
video. Yes,
everybody. Thank you
I
so
have to
much
go
for
watch.
being here for all the super stickers and chats. Thank you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.